What's going on, guys? Hope you're enjoying your summer. It is 3 in the morning and it is 88 degrees here in good old California. But I just wanted to make this quick little channel update about me being suspended from financial aid. So I thought this was a mistake, a glitch. I should have registered for my classes anyway, but I tried to register right now and it's completely booked. There are 30 people ahead of me. The wait list is full. So essentially the way it works is there's class seats, there's a wait list, and then there's people who are going to crash the wait list. And a couple people might make it in, but the math classes are very small. So the chances of me getting in are low. I'm going to try, but the chances are low. Turns out, suspended just means I've used up all my eligible financial aid. I went to COD 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, and I just messed around. Finally got serious, 2019. 2020 was going to graduate 2021. Then they said, hey, just kidding. I did graduate. They called my name out. I walked because it was all virtual, because of the COVID at the time. And then they sent me an email a month later and they said, hey, look, we made a mistake. You didn't actually graduate. You need one more class. Waited 2 years, went through a bunch of problems, came back 2024, right? And then they're like, hey, you know what? Your degree changed, so you need a couple more classes. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And now we're back. I just need one more class. But it didn't look like I'm going to be eligible. Like, it doesn't look like I'm going to make it right now. So I'm going to have to go back to work full time. And full time for me is probably like 45 hours. It tends to be like 47, 48 a week, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I mean, everybody's got to work 40 hours, right? I made a video called I don't want to work a 9 to 5. And that's true. I don't want to work. But I mean, what choice do you have? You can't just sit there lazy and just play games all day, wishing things would happen. So I'm going back to 7-Eleven full time until January. I wanted to move to Utah in January, but it's going to look like that's going to be at least June because I'm going to have to do spring. And basically, this puts off my plans for another 6 months. So a year from now, I should be going to Utah. It seems like there's always something that gets in the way, right? There's always a problem. There's always something that happens, but that's just life. And that's always going to happen. Life is always going to throw something at you when you never expect it. Someone's going to break your car window if you're in California like me, or, just do something crazy. By the way, if you want to donate to the channel, never beg for donations, but this is the time where I got to shout out to people who have donated. So I'm going to shout out to you, D-Money. Appreciate you, man. And that link is down below. Thanks again, bro. I've been too lazy. I've been too complacent. I had the chance of 6 months. I only worked 3 days a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I worked 10 hours, and I didn't put out very many videos at all. I think I must have put out really like 30 videos since the beginning of the year. That's 5 videos a month. And I had 4 days off a week. I had money coming in from school. I had money coming in from my job. So I was like, oh, okay, it's all fine. Took it for granted. You cannot be lazy, bro, in this day and age. You cannot be lazy and expect results. I got to give a big shout out to my man 24/7 Betterment. This guy has not missed a day of uploading, I think, in the entire year of 2024. And he's seeing great results. To nobody's surprise, right? I got to be better. I got to work harder. I have to focus more. And this means going back to my roots. I'm taking a week vacation right now. My girlfriend and I are going to San Diego to see Blink-182. But when I come back, I'm going to have no money. I'm going to be very broke. And I'm just going to have to hustle this year. There's no other way around it. If I'm working 40 hours, I got to put at least 10 hours a week into YouTube. And that means like 50-hour weeks. Right now, I'm very small, right? Like, I'll be completely honest with you. With YouTube for the month of June, I'm at $100. That's the most I've made this year. Most of my months have been like 80, 70, 60. It's grown though every single month. So for July, I want to try to get to at least like 150. Because if I can just get to like $700, $800 a month, that'd be perfect. I'd be set, right? And then I could only work part-time and I could focus more on YouTube and hopefully it takes off from there. But before this gets long and we start talking about dreams, the end of the story, the message really is, to myself, you have got to work harder. And that means going back to my roots. What does that mean, going back to your roots? I don't know what that means. I played a lot of video games this year. Video games are great, but in moderation. I cannot play more than an hour of video games a day. And honestly, that's just on my days off. I get 2 hours max time, gotta cut myself off. That's what I did back in 2016, 2017. I cut myself off from a lot of things. And video games have taken the place of those things. And some days, man, I've been playing like 5 to 7 hours a day, and that's ridiculous, dude. Like, if you can do that, more power to you. But if you're in my position right now, like financially, that's so irresponsible, and I should have been grinding harder. But I'm gonna have this be a message to my future self. Don't mess this year up. We got 6 months. We're coming back. Peace, guys. Thanks for watching.